All right, I am joined today by Ritikar from Ottonomy. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's wonderful to be here and looking forward to the conversation.
Yeah, so am I. And I want to talk about robots, and I think we're going to talk about robots today. Autonomy, let's just explain what it is.
So autonomy, autonomy was started last year. So we are 11 months old now, and we provide contactless deliveries using autonomous robots in both indoor and outdoor environments. We are the world's first to do autonomous deliveries at airports, specifically in the US. We delivered food and beverages at Cincinnati International Airport, last year, November 2020. And now we are going live with a couple of airports along with delivering for retailers, for restaurants, and whatnot. So currently, our focus is around restaurants curbside and retailer curbside alongside airport. So last mile is still complicated, and we are still working out details of whether the percentage of orders are more towards delivery at doorstep or it is more at curbside. Statistically, the new data which has shown that there's almost 70% of data is curbside pickups in the US compared to the doorstep delivery.
Right.
So obviously we are just working out solving the 75 to 80% of the problem compared to solving entirety of the
Right.
delivery problem. Yeah.
Robots going all down the street everywhere. Instead, they're going where, like you said, 70 to 80% of people are needing them. So that's good. And so, what would you say your main problem you're solving for is? Is it in that bracket of people want curbside, but they want it kind of contactless?
So contactless is definitely a convenience and a hygiene factor now, but more importantly, it's the labor shortage which is there hitting the restaurants and the businesses, and also the wages which have increased massively. So it becomes very difficult for large businesses to give the type of service which a customer expect and have a sustainable future. At the same time, from the customer side, they want a cleaner, faster, and cheaper way of getting those kind of services. So it's a win-win from both customer and the restaurant side. So that's what the robots are there for.
Makes sense. So, how'd you come up with the idea for this whole thing?
So I have been working in autonomous driving and robotics since last 14 years, and worked on various facets of autonomous mobility. One thing which struck us was that autonomous cars will still take some time to hit the mainstream. So why don't what is the best way to actually utilize that know-how to solve a problem of today? And that's how we came down to delivery, because that's something which is a real use case which autonomous driving can solve.
Yeah, I saw some videos of you on YouTube, and you were talking about cars, and yeah, everybody loves that idea. Like you said, the adoption rate isn't there yet. The technology probably isn't fully there yet, and so this is something that uses those same sort of principles, but like in something in a smaller scale.
Absolutely. So just before starting there, so I was partly managing, urban autopilot and L4 autonomous taxis for one of the tier ones and automotive. So it's still far. Even if the technology is ready, regulatory frameworks will, that's a barrier.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the future of food and technology? What makes you most excited about, you know, robots in general, or just how we get our food? Like, what gets you excited about that?
So everything is changing. So, it's not just the delivery portion of it, but also the smart kitchen piece of it. So, things are getting automated. Pizzas, burgers are, they are getting flipped and made by robots itself. So I think it's more towards a, pivot point for everybody, where these restaurants and hotels can actually turn out to be a great, playground for robotic technologies. So that's what we are witnessing right from the hotel doorstep deliveries, and smart kitchens with the robots doing pizza. I was at SF Airport, and there was a coffee machine right there. Two robotic arms were making a coffee, and that was live.
Really?
Live. Yeah, absolutely. I was stunned. It was not a demo, so it was live.
It was out
So
there in the
that
wild.
that's the society in which we are living right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And I think that when people see it happening more often, then people are just going to accept it and be like, oh, yeah, of course, this is how I get my coffee. It's these robot arms.
Absolutely.
Well, it's really exciting. People can check out Autonomy over at, it's spelt differently, Ottonomy.io. And
Yeah.
Ridker, thanks for being here and talking with us about it on the Spoon.
Thanks a lot. It's been always a pleasure to be at Spoon. Thank you.
We love having you.